Good morning. Nope. Good afternoon, everybody. Oh my goodness, some things never change, right? It's 20 after 12 on Wednesday afternoon. How are you all? Leather bag lady, hi, how are you? It's a great, beautiful day out there. Man, did we get some rain last night. Thunderstorms, some pretty big boomers. Leather bag lady weather report, but it's an absolutely gorgeous day today, and it's actually quite hot. So my prediction that yesterday was the last of the warm days, wrong. But isn't that the weather all day long? What other profession do you know where you can get it wrong every day and still have a job, right? Anyway, just a quickie today. I say that every day, but sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. I've got a really nice bag for you today. It's maybe a little out of season now that we're into kind of the downward slope to fall, but I don't care. I've talked about this before. Whenever I wear a colorful bag in the winter, everybody comments on it. And not that we're necessarily carrying anything for anybody's approval other than our own, or at least I hope not. But it's always nice to get a little bit of an affirmation that you have some style, or you have a little bit of a unique way of looking at colors and seasons and that kind of thing. So it's always a nice thing to get a little bit of feedback from complete strangers when you're at the checkout. Anyway, so here is this beautiful bag. So it's coming across as quite ivory, but it's really more of a pistachio green. And it's got this really cool kind of embossed print. I don't know what you would call it. Beautiful gold chains. Now, I've put this bag from the 80s, and since the 80s, the gold chain has made its way back into fashion. So this is very on trend right now. And another thing I really like is the kind of the grommet kind of looking, like an industrial look to the grommet here. Just a really nice bag. It's got a nice big gusset on the bottom, so it's going to sit nice and flat. Now, it does have a couple of issues. This leather is so soft that it's really quite delicate. So there's just a couple of little areas where it's maybe rubbed against somebody's clothing, or even maybe the strap. Well, no, I don't think that's happened. But it's just pilled a little bit here. And there is a little bit of, just a little bit of wear in the leather in the corners. Nothing's ripped or broken or anything like that. There's just a little bit of wear. It's a great, comfortable shoulder bag. And I just love it. As I love all my bags, some more than others, but this is kind of cool. Magnetic clasp. No phone pockets or anything. Hence, I've listed this as an 80s bag. You know what? It could even be a 70s bag, but because of this velvet interior, that's very indicative of the 60s and 70s. But I've suggested as 80s just because of the gold tone. Very Dynasty, very Carrington-esque. And I really do like it. And the two pockets inside are very user-friendly. And you've got a nice zipper compartment here. So sometimes these magnets have a patent date on them, but this one doesn't. The gold tone is in very nice shape. Just a nice little bit of a unique bag. A little something different. If you've got like a late fall wedding even, or you just don't mind wearing color in the darker months, I'm going to be doing that for sure. I love brown. I love my natural tan, and my favorite is mahogany. But I love to throw some color in there. I really do. So I'll show you quickly what I'm using right now. I think I showed you already. This is a beautiful Cole Haan. I don't know if I showed you it already. There we go. I would never be bothered opening and closing that. That's the Cole Haan insignia. It's right there also. Very kind of Hermes-esque. It's got the shoulder strap. So this is the kind of stuff that's going to be in my not vintage stash. So it's got a really cool green inside. So just a little window into what the bag of the day is for me. And I'm sorting out all kinds of stuff here right now. It just never ends. It just never, ever ends. And oh, quickly, before I go, I found that Cynthia Rowley sold like the day I listed it. Check this one out. I will be listing this. It does need a little bit of work. There's some spots that I'm going to try and paint with my Angelus paints. And the clasp is missing. Like the thing is here, but where that little snap thing comes in. It's quite a rare bag. I've Googled it, and there is two other bags that are listed in China, I think. And both state that it's a rare kind of doctor's style bag. So that's on its way. And the leather is so soft. It's actually coming across maybe a little, it's more of a deeper yellow than this kind of pylon yellow. It is not quite as bright as it's coming across on the camera. But patent leather handles. Cynthia Rowley, there it was. Boom. I'm like, yep, I'll take that no matter whether it's all intact. Some of these vintage designer stuff is just, I love finding it. Off to the hairdressers I went today. It's always a little short when she first cuts it, but I only go every 10 weeks, so it really needed it. She just kind of thins it out, and it's so damaged at the moment because I drive with the windows down because of my AC isn't working, as you know. So she said, stop brushing your hair when you get back from one of those trips. Don't put the brush through it because you're just breaking it like crazy. She said, if anything, just put your fingers through it and then brush it at some point later. So I don't know. I've never had really bad ends and all crusty, but I've never been this blonde before either. But I love it. I love it. I went to a barbecue on the weekend. The person who invited me wasn't there, which, surprise, surprise, seems to be always every year. But I sat thinking, well, maybe they'll find me. And oh my goodness me, I had like 2 handfuls of 60-year-old plus Slavic men trying to pick me up. And in this menopausal mess that I'm in right now, it felt kind of cute. So, yeah, I walked there. Down to Gage Park, and I walked back, which is probably it was a good hour and a half walk, and I have my tunes on, and I just bebop down there. So I got a free hamburger, bottle of water, and an hour and a half ass long walk. So there you go. It wasn't a complete waste of time. Anyway, hopefully you're having a great day on this hump day, Wednesday, middle of the week, date night, whatever you want to call it. Not date night for me anymore, as you know. But, it is what it is. So have a fantastic rest of the day. Enjoy the sun if you're somewhere where it's sunny, because these days are coming to an end soon, people. We're going to be shoveling before you know it. I made my hair appointment for 10 weeks from today, and it's November 17th, I think it was, or November 10th, 17th, something like that. The Christmas trees will be up by then, so you think it's farther away than it actually is, but Anyway, you guys, love you all. Welcome to any new subscribers. Thumbs up if you want. I don't really, it's not a big deal to me. But hey, everybody else says it. Why can't I? Bye, everybody.